kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Second, cuts to his corner, take the shot, he scores!
Township Indians. Your paid admission to this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by students in an educational setting. By meeting the challenge of sportsmanship in the stands, you are providing a sound example for students as well as representing your community and school with dignity and pride. Please give the student athlete participants your positive encouragement and support. For your safety, please make note of the nearest exit. We appreciate your cooperation in keeping our walkways clear by staying in the bleachers or in the designated standing areas. Please note that any spectator, regardless of age, who is under the influence of alcohol, drugs, using tobacco products, using offensive language, or displaying offensive behavior will be ejected from the match immediately. Thank you for your support and assistance, and enjoy the match. And now, for today's lineup, first, from Canon-McMillan, number 6, Morgan Galligan. Number 15, Sam Parker. Number 16, Katie Weston. Number 22, Pam Whipple. Number 14, Haley Bacchius. Number 4, Megan Shelley. Number 10, Bella McFarland. Number 9, Lauren Reed. Number 1, Morgan Samolka. Number 19, Abby Thornberry. Number 13, Jenna Bogan. And number 20, Vicki Manda. Canon-McMillan is coached by Sheila Mitchell and assisted by Lexi Sarunas. And now for your Peters Township Indians, a 5-foot junior defensive specialist, number 4, Izzy Myers. A 5'7" junior libero, number 7, Madison Chisone. A 5'6" senior setter, number 8, Emmy Prospina. A 5'3" sophomore defensive specialist, number 9, Lauren junior setter, number 10, Erin Murphy. A 6'2" senior middle blocker, number 11, Lauren Valente. A 5'7" sophomore outside hitter, number 12, Haley Pearson. A 5'10" junior outside hitter, number 21, Kyle Keeney. A 5'10" junior opposite hitter, number 24, Bella Taylor. And a 5'8" junior middle blocker, number 26, Jocelyn Nicovic. Peters Township is coached by Nikki Oakes, assisted by Zaza Storm and Brandon Hansen. And now please rise and gentlemen remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem as we honor America and our servicemen and women. Tonight's national anthem will be sung by Peters Township High School senior Nolan Taylor.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, and enjoy the match.
Okay, welcome to Peters Township High School for tonight's match between the Big Macs of Canon-Mac and your Peters Township Indians. Taking a look at the starting lineup for Peters Township. Setting, number 8, Emmy Ploskina. Lauren Valentic on the outside, or as a middle hitter. Haley Pearson playing outside hitter. Jocelyn Jakovic. middle hitter. Kyle Keene, outside hitter. And Aaron Herpy, number 10, as a setter. Also in will be Madison Tassone, the libero. On the Canon-McMillan side, number 19, Abby Thornberry, will be a middle blocker. Katie Weston, who is a senior, number 16, will be the libero, and actually your starting server tonight. So Canon-McMillan won the coin toss. Katie Weston will start to serve. Pass up by Aaron Herpy. Pluskina goes back to Lauren Valentic, who has a slide attack. Tight ball to the net by Cannon Mack. In between Haley Pearson and Lauren Valentic, they put that ball down for a point. So rotation will go back to Peters Township with the point. Peters leads 1-0. Emmy Pluskina will serve. Jump serve by Pluskina. A little bit long, so that ball is out. Side out for Cannon Mack. Score is 1-1. Dropping back to serve for them is number 9, Lauren Reed, setter. Reed with a jump serve up. Madison Tassone with a great pass up. Pluskina to Valentic. She gets the attack on it, but Sam Parker's there in the back row to get it. And an outside attack by Jenna Vogan to the middle back position brings a kill to Cannon Mack and a point for them. Cannon Mack leads 2-1 in this first set. Reed with the serve. The ball is long. Madison Tassone with our eye on it. Point inside out for Peters Township. Actually, so the little confusion on the play, and Peters had rolled the ball back over to Cannon Mack, but it is their serve. So coming in for the Indians will be number 9, Lauren Luppy to serve. 2-2 is the score here in the first set. Luppy with the jump serve. Pass by Weston. Reed to the middle attacker, Thornberry, and she gets a kill, attacking the ball to the left side towards the setter's position. Side out for Cannon Mack. Service is up. Luppy with the pass, and a great save by Pluskina out of the net, and Peters sends a free ball over. Right side attack, blocked by Valentic. Tip ball over. Pluskina's going to send it to the outside. Kyle Keene with it. Peters recovers. Tight ball to the net. Still on the Cannon Mack side, and they'll be called for double hit on the play. The same player had hit it twice in a row, so Peters gets the side out. It's 3-3. Lauren Valentic back to serve. Valentic with the jump serve. Weston with a great pass. Reed to the outside. Sam Parker with the attack, and Valentic's right there. Emmy Pluskina saves it, but a tight ball to the net, and Thornberry puts it down for a kill. Side out for Cannon Mack. They lead now 4-3. Coming in to serve for them, Bella McFarland. And she gets an ace off of Lauren Luppy for Peters Township, so that'll be 5-3. Cannon Mack in the lead by 2. McFarland with the serve. Luppy with the pass up. Pluskina with a jump set to Jocelyn Jakovic. Great attack by the middle, but Cannon Mack's able to recover. However, the outside hitter hits the ball into the net, so it'll be a point inside out for Peters. Aaron Herpy will drop back to serve, and Bella Taylor will come in and play a right side attacker for the Indians. Herpy with a floater serve. Tight ball to the net. Lauren Reed with the jump set up. And Vicky Manda, a sophomore middle blocker, tips the ball right over the block for a kill. Point for Cannon Mack. They lead 6-4. Serving is Morgan Galligan. Jump serve by Galligan. Pass up by Tassone. Herpy pulls it off the net, and Taylor sends a free ball over. Herpy back up with the ball. Tassone helping out, and Kyle Keene drops the ball to the middle of the court, but Cannon Mack's right there. Sam Parker with a shot down the line, but Herpy gets it up. Bella Taylor's going to attack, but the ball is hit out of bounds, so it'll be a point for Canon-Mac. Galligan back to serve again. Jump serve into the net, so point inside out for Peters. 5-7, Peters trails by 2. Coming back in the game will be Haley Pearson. Dropping back to serve is Kyle Keene. Jump serve by Keene. And that's a ace for Kyle Keene right between Katie Weston and Jenna Vogan in the back row. So great service ace by Kyle Keene in this first set. Keene with the jump serve again, but the ball hits the net this time. Point inside out for Canon-Mac. They lead 8-6. Sam Parker will drop back to serve. Jump serve by Parker. Pass by Tassona. Perpy sends it outside to Pearson, and she has a great attack cross court, but Canon-Mac's right there. Kyle Keene sends the ball back over. Tight ball to the net, and Manda can't handle it for Canon-Mac, so that'll be a point for Peters. Tassone will be back to serve. 7-8. Peters trails by 1 in the first set. Jump serve by Tassone. Pass up by Parker. Tight ball to the net. Kyle Keene gets a hand on it, but the ball continues on out of bounds, so it'll be a point for Canon-Mac. Weston will be back to serve. And back into the game will be Abby Thornberry for Canon-Mac, middle blocker. Weston with a jump serve. Kyle Keene, great pass up. Herpy sends it to Valentic, but they can't connect in the middle, and that'll be a point for Canon-Mac. 10-7. Canon-Mac in the lead by 3. Weston with a jump serve up. And the ball hits the net, rolls over to the other side. That'll be a service ace for Katie Weston and a point for the Big Macs. 11-7, Canon-Mac leads. Weston with a jump serve. Pass up by Keene. Herpy tries to save it, and a free ball goes back over by Pearson. Set to the outside, and the ball hit long by Jenna Vogan, so point for Peters Township. And a great break for them, and Emmy Plaskina will drop back, or she'll come back into the game to serve. She replaces Bella Taylor. Plaskina will take over setting duties as a back row player. Jump serve by Plaskina. Pass up, and a free ball is going to come over from Canon-Mac. Kyle Keene will send it up. Plaskina sends it to the outside, and Pearson with an attack off the blocker's hands. Weston helps out. Cross-court shot. Herpy gets it up. Plaskina with a second pass, and Pearson tries to tip it over the net. And it drops back on the Peters Township side, so that'll be a point for Canon-Mac. 12-8, they lead. Lauren Reed will go back to serve for the Big Macs. Reed with a jump serve up. Tassone with a great pass. Plaskina sends it to the outside. Erin Herpy into the block, and she gets a kill for Peters Township. Hits it off the blocker's hands of Abby Thornberry. Coming into the game now will be Lauren Luppy to serve for Peters. 9-12, Peters trails by 3 in this first set. Jump serve by Luppy. Pass by Weston up. A little bit of help by Reed on the outside, and Galligan tries to roll that shot over, but it's short. Peters takes another point, so 10-12. Peters down by 2 in the first set, but they have control with Lauren Luppy serving. Luppy with the jump serve. Weston with a pass up. Lauren Reed setting back. Cross-court shot, and they call net violation on number 11, Lauren Valentic. 13-10. Canon-Mac has the lead by 3. And a pass up by Kyle Keene. Emmy Plaskina sending it back to Erin Herpy. She has a slide attack, sending it to Lauren Reed. Weston helps out on that play. Galligan with the tip on the play there. Luppy sends it up, and Tassone's going to send over a free ball. Lauren Reed going after the middle attack. Galligan there to help out. Ploskina passes it up. Tassone out to Keene. She tips the ball over. And Canon-Mac not able to recover from that tip from Kyle Keene, so they get a point. Valentic will drop back to serve, and Jakovic's back in the game for Peters. 11-13, Peters trails by 2 in this first set. Jump serve by Valentic. Weston with the pass up. Reed to the outside, and Parker on the attack. But Jakovic's right there with Aaron Herpy for a double block and puts that ball away. 12-13. Peters trails just by 1 in the first set. Valentic's back to serve. Jump serve by Valentic. Weston with the pass up. Reed sends it to the middle, and Galligan with the touch, or with an attack on the ball. Ploskina gets a touch on it, but Peters not able to get that second ball up. So point inside out will go back towards Canon-Mac. Service is up. Luppy with the pass up. Ploskina sends it to the outside to Kyle Keene, and she's going to roll shot it over, but the ball's called out. It'll be a point for Canon-Mac. 15-12. They lead by 3 in this first set. Bella McFarland serving. Luppy with the pass up. Ploskina calls off to Sohn, but Sohn will send the down ball right over. Reed sends it to the outside. Parker with an attack. And the ball hits deep in the middle back corner. So that'll be a point for Canon-Mac. 16-12. Canon-Mac leads by 4 in the first set. Tassone with a great pass up. Ploskina going after Jakovic in the middle. She had a triple block on her. Galligan sends the ball to the outside, and Herpy not able to get it back over and point to Big Max. So the ball was tight to the net. Aaron Herpy couldn't get it back over to the other side. Bella McFarland in to serve. Jump serve by her. Tassone with the pass up. Ploskina saves it out of the net, and Jakovic sends a down ball over. Reed sends it to the outside. And Manda with a quick tip right over the blocker's hands for a point for Canon-Mac. 18-12, they lead now. McFarland with the serve. Pass up by Keene. Ploskina sent it back out to Keene. She sent it long in the court, so it'll be a point for Canon-Mac. McFarland back. Jump serve by her. Pass up by Luppy. Ploskina to Jocelyn Jakovic. She has a great attack to the right side. Park is going to attack from the outside. Luppy gets a hand on it. Kyle Keene sends it over with a down ball. Galligan tries to attack again. Ball hits off Jakovic and Keene and goes out of bounds. So Galligan with the kill. Point for Canon-Mac. They lead 20-12 in the first set. Jump serve by McFarland. Ball hits the tape and drops over to the other side. That's the second time we've seen that today. Great serve. Skimming right over the top of the net. Difficult to defend on Peters Township side. So McFarland with the jump serve. And again, another serve hitting the top of the tape, rolling to the other side. 2 service aces in a row for McFarland. Canon-Mac leads 22-12. Peters has got to get a side out at this point. And another service ace. 3 service aces in a row. Coach Oakes is calling for a substitution. She's going to put Haley Pearson in the back for Lauren Luppy. Pearson will come in to pass in middle back position. Trying to change some things up and some chemistry up on Peters. Kyle Keene with the pass up. Ploskina saves it. But they're going to call her into the net as she tried to save that ball. So it'll be a point for Canon-Mac. And they are at 24-12. Ready to take this first set. They're 1 point away. McFarland back to serve. And Pearson can't get a handle on that ball, and it's a service ace for the Canon-Mac Big Macs, and they take this first set. So some things that we've seen in this first set so far is that Peters is not able to run the middle attack with Valentic, which has been their strength throughout this season. So they've really got to work on passing off a serve receive, passing off of free balls in order to run the middle attackers. So we've seen when Jocelyn Jakovic attacked from the middle, she had 3 blockers on her. We would anticipate that as well when Valentic's in the game. And Canon-Mac on their end is really controlling the game from their serves. The number of service aces on their side, again, we talked about the ball hitting the top of the tape, rolling over to the other side, or dropping the ball into the court. So, again, Canon-Mac is really able to control the offensive strategy there. Peters has to start their offensive strategy in this set. So, better passes to the net and then capitalizing on that, really trying to find Valentic as an attacker in the front row. And then also the other hitters as well, rolling and tipping the ball to the middle of the court where that open area is. So Canon-Mac playing more of a perimeter defense right now, which means that their defensive players are deeper in the court, leaving the middle open. But they're very much aware of the ball, talking to each other throughout the play and able to pick up on some things as well. So we'll see what adjustments Peters Township may make in this second set. They will have the serve to start since Canon-Mac had served the first set. So Ploskina most likely will be back to serve for Peters Township to start off the game. So for Canon-Mac right now, Lauren Reed, the setter, is out in the front row. Jenna Vogan, outside hitter. Vicky Manda, middle blocker. Sam Parker, Abby Thornberry, Katie Weston. So there's not much change in Morgan Galligan. So they're keeping with their same lineup for this second set. Not many changes. Obviously, they had taken a pretty good lead on Peters Township. So no reason to change their offensive strategy right now. Peters Township about to come out of their huddle. Taking a look at the players that are coming onto the court. No changes on their end. So Jakovic and Valentic will be your middle attackers. Herpy and Ploskina will be your setters. And Keene and Pearson will be your outside attackers. Playing libero, again, Madison Tassone. So not many changes, again, in this second set for Peters Township. So Ploskina will be back to serve for Peters to start this out. Again, the strategy for Peters is we've got to get the ball to Lauren Valentic, their 6'2" middle attacker. Ploskina getting ready. Jump serve by her. Pass up by Sam Parker, but she sends it over the net. Pearson with an attack. Galligan sending it to the outside. And a touch on the play by Emmy Ploskina, but Peters isn't able to recover. That was the kill for Jenna Vogan on the outside. Lauren Reed will drop back to serve. 1-0 Canon-Mac leads in the second set. Reed with a jump serve. Pass up by Tassone. Ploskina sends it to Valentic. She has a tip over the net. Weston helps out. Galligan with an attack, and she sends it long and out of bounds. So she was going for the hands of Lauren Valentic as she hit that ball. Sometimes as you see a large middle blocker or large blockers in the game, the coaches will tell you to go for high hands, which means off the tips of the hands of the blockers trying to get a touch on the play. Izzy Myers in to serve. She goes to Vogan in the back. Reed sends it back to her. Cross-court shot. Ploskina with the ball up. Tassone. And then Herpy sends a down ball over. Outside attack by Vogan, and she catches the top of the tape. Point for Peters Township. Izzy Myers back in to serve. 2-1 Peters leads in the second set. Myers with a jump serve. Vogan with the pass up. Reed's going to send it out to Galligan, and she tips the ball, and it drops right in the middle of the court. No players went after it. So a great spot for her, and it's 2-2, and Canon-Mac controls the ball now with the serve. Vogan will be back to serve. Jump serve over. Myers with the pass up. Ploskina sends it outside to Keene. And cross-court shot, but Weston's right there. Sam Parker with an attack, but Valentic's there with the block. Back up to Parker again. And Valentic again there with the block. The ball hits off of her hands and out of bounds. Point for Canon-Mac. Voganen, jump serve by her. Roll shot right off the net again. Tight ball to the net. Peters looking to recover, and Pluskina touches it twice. So it will be a point for Canon-Mac. Vogan with the serve. Myers with the pass up. And a roll shot by Lauren Valentic. Reed's going to send it outside to Parker. She has a middle back shot. And Myers into zone right there, but the ball lands between them. Peters trails 2-5 in the second set. Captains are called over by the officials. So it's different to see a stop and play where the up official calls over both captains on the court. Not sure what was said. They didn't convey any messages back to their team or to their coaches. So we continue with play. Vogan with the serve. Myers with the pass up. And Valentic with a triple block on her. But that one is touched by Canon-Mac, and they capitalize on it. Galligan with the kill back over. Point for Canon-Mac. 6-2. Canon-Mac leads. Vogan with the serve. She has a strong serve. Back to Herpy for Peters. Blocked by Valentic. And they're going to call Valentic into the net on that one. That was a tight ball into the net. So Herpy attacked the ball that was blocked by Canon-Mac. Came back over to Peters' side. Valentic went up to try and block it, and they called her in the net. Vogan with the serve. Service is long and out of bounds, but she has a real flat serve. So real strong serve by Jenna Vogan. Valentic back to serve. Jump serve by her. She serves to Vogan. Reed recovers, and Weston's going to send over a free ball. Valentic with the pass up. Djokovic with an attack. Reed gets it up. Weston's going to send Galligan. Back over to Canon-Mac. Outside to Parker. And her shot skims along the net, drops over on the other side. So point for Canon-Mac. 8-3 they lead. They're going to bring in Bella McFarland to serve. Pass up by Tassone. Pluskina's going to go after Jocelyn Djokovic, but that ball was passed tight to the net, so they're going to call Emmy Pluskina with a lift on the play as she tried to save it. 9-3, Peters trails by 6. McFarland with the serve, but the ball hits the net. Point for Peters Township. So Herpy will be back to serve, and Bella Taylor comes back into the game. So we've seen a lot of really low serves within this first and second set so far from Canon-Mac. And when I say low serves, between the top of the antenna and the top of the tape. So servers are really trying to aim for that. It's a flat serve coming over. Parker with an attack, passing up by Herpy. Tassone's going to help out and sends it out to Keene. She rolls shots, but Weston's right there. Reed sends it back to Galligan. And she finds a seam within the block. And that'll be a point for Canon-Mac. So we saw a little bit of a change on that play. They kept Jocelyn Djokovic on the outside. They put Bella Taylor in the middle. And so Bella Taylor was in the middle, Djokovic on the outside, changing up their positions just a little bit. Galligan with the serve. Again, hits the top of the tape, drops over to the other side. At least 4 of those on today's match so far. 11-4, Canon-Mac in the lead. So again, Canon-Mac really working their serves to hit between the top of the antenna and top of the tape. There's another one that hits the top of the antenna, drops over to the other side. Herpy is right there to get it, but Peters Township not able to recover. So 12-4. Galligan with the serve. Keene with the ball up, and it's tight to the net. Amanda puts the ball away for a kill. And that's a point for Canon-Mac, and Peters Township's going to call a timeout. So 13-4, Canon-Mac in the lead right now. So some of the things that we're seeing, again, Peters Township can't get their offense attack in operation. Passes to the net might be too tight, or we're sending the first ball back over. So Peters really has to work on connecting with the setter on their pass and then connecting with their hitter right after that. Canon-Mac doing a great job of serving low, flat balls between the top of the antenna and the top of the tape, and really working on that flat serve. Again, many times the ball's hitting the top of the tape and rolling to the other side, a chance that you take when you're serving a low, flat ball like they are, but working very well for Canon-Mac this evening, and they are able to capitalize on that. So they were leading 13-4 in this second set. Jump serve by Galligan, pass up by Tassone. Herpy's going to send the ball back to Kyle Keene. Cross court to Galligan. Weston's going to help out. In an attack by Cam Whipple on the right side, and she gets a kill cross court. 14-4, Canon-Mac leads. Galligan with the serve. Keene with the ball up, and Tassone helping out, and then Bella Taylor sending that free ball over. So Amanda sends the ball out of bounds for Canon-Mac, and a point inside out will come to Peters Township. Coming in will be Haley Pearson, dropping back to serve Kyle Keene. Peters trails 5-14 in the second set. Keene with the jump serve up. Pass up by Peters. Amanda with an attack, but Herpy's right there. Tassone's there to help out, and Bella Taylor's going to jump and attack the ball. Galligan with the ball up. Weston helps out. Sam Parker on the outside, and the ball rolls right over the blocker's hands, drops on the other side of them for a kill for Sam Parker. 15-5. Peters trails in the second set. Parker will be back to serve. Jump serve by Parker. Tassone takes that ball. Herpy's going to send it back to Jakovic. She has one blocker on her, and she makes that attack back to the one position. Kill for Jocelyn Jakovic, and that'll be a point for Peters. Valentic will be back in. Looks like Peters is going to start taking some more middle attacks when Amanda's in the front for Canon-Mac. Tassone with the pass, or with the serve. Weston with the attack. Outside attack by Vogan for a kill. Canon-Mac gets the point. So 16-6. Point inside out for Canon-Mac, and Weston will be back to serve. Jump serve by Weston. And the ball's called in right on the end line. But the official overturns the ball, calls it out. So it'll be a point inside out for Peters Township. Pluskina will be back into set and serve. 7-16 is the score with Peters trailing. Pluskina with the jump serve. Vogan with the pass up, and Vogan with an attack, but Herpy and Valentic right there, and I think Herpy got her hands on the ball. Point for Peters Township. 8-16, Peters trails by 8. Jump serve by Pluskina. She goes after Vogan again. Tight ball to the net. Tassone's right there. Pluskina's going to send it to Valentic with a one blocker for her. Weston sends it up. Tassone with the pass. Pluskina sending it out to Haley Pearson. She sends the ball long on the Canon-Mac side. Point inside out for the Big Macs. Coming back in for Canon-McMillan will be number 9, Lauren Reed, and she will serve. Reed with the jump serve, Tassone with the pass up. And Pluskina's going to send that free ball over. Whoa, Lauren Valentic with a great block. She had a great block on Abby Thornberry. Sends that ball right back over to the 10-foot line of Canon-Mac. Izzy Myers will come in to serve for Peters Township. Myers with a jump serve. Pass up by Vogan. Reed's going to send it outside. Galligan with a hit. Hits off of Valentik's head, and point for Canon-Mac. Parker back in for the Macs. Vogan back to serve. Pass up by Tassone. Plaskina to Valentik. And Galligan with their hands on the ball. So they're sending a double block up on Valentik. We've seen double and triple blocks on the middle attackers. So good opportunity for Lauren Valentik to tip the ball right over the blockers to their right or Lauren's left. Herpy with an attack. She sends it long. Point for Canon-Mac. 20-9. Peters trails in the second set. Vogan with the serve. Tassone with the pass up. Plaskina sends it out to Kyle Keene. She gets it off the hands. Reed's there to help. Weston with the pass. And Sam Parker with the attack, but Lauren Valentik right there with the block. So Valentik will drop back to serve as Peters Township gets a point inside out. 10-20. Peters trails by 10 in the second set. Jump serve by Valentik. Pass up by Vogan. It's a tight ball to the net, and Kyle Keene sends it over. She gets a kill off of it. Kyle Keene with the kill. Point for Peters Township, 11-20. Valentik with the jump serve up. Again with Vogan with the passer. And a free ball is going to come over from Sam Parker. Pass up by Valentik. Plaskina sends to Djokovic. Triple block on her. Djokovic tips over the middle. Weston to help out. Galligan to attack. Off the hands of the blockers. Peters can't recover. That ball was sent deep into the court. It'll be a point for Canon-Mac. 21-10. Canon-Mac has the lead. Bella McFarland in to serve. Pass up by Kyle Keene. Valentik or Plaskina trying to save it, but the ball's touched on the other side by Vicky Manda, and it'll be a point for Canon-Mac. McFarland to serve. Pass up by Myers. Djokovic with an attack, and a great job by Jocelyn Djokovic. Again, recognizing there's probably 3 blockers on her, and she tips right over Amanda's hands for a kill. So great job by Jocelyn. Back to serve will be Herpy. Peters trails 12-22 in the second set. Herpy with the serve up. Sam Parker with an attack off the hands of Djokovic. Outside will be Kyle King with the down ball. She sends it down the line, but Weston's there to recover. Izzy Myers gets a hand on it. Herpy helps out, and Tassone's going to send a free ball over. Reed's going to set to Galligan. Herpy there with the dig. Right side attack by Bella Taylor. Roll shot to the deep middle. Reed sends it outside. Sam Parker. She sends it long. No touch on the play. Everybody's looking at both lines, judges and side officials, but no touch on the play. Peters gets a point, 13-22. Peters trails. Herpy back to serve. Service to Vogan. Sam Parker to send a down ball over. Izzy Myers passes it up. Herpy sends it outside to Kyle Keene. She goes off the blocker's hands, and a net violation is called on Vicky Manda for the Canon-Mac Big Macs. Point for Peters Township, 14-22. Peters trails. Herpy into serve. Service to Vogan. Lauren Reed sets it up. Galligan with the attack, and they go after Herpy again. Bella Taylor with the shot, but that ball doesn't go over, and it'll be a point for the Canon-Mac Big Macs. 23-14, Canon-Mac leads in the second set. Back to serve, Morgan Galligan. Service by Galligan. Tassone passes it up. Herpy sends it outside to Djokovic. And a great shot, cross court by Jocelyn Djokovic into the block. Point for Peters Township. So again, we've seen that off of serve receive for Peters where they send their middle hitters to the outside for that first attack. It has worked nearly every time for them for a kill and a side out It's a great strategy by Peters. Kyle Keen with the serve, Weston with the pass up. And Whipple hits the ball into the net for Canon-Mac, so it'll be a point for Peters, 16-23. They trail. Weston with the pass up. And a setter's dump over, but Peters is right there. Tassone, great job. Tight ball to the net. Jocelyn Jakovic recovers. Somehow Canon-Mac also recovers, and Jakovic puts the ball down. One blocker on her. Peters at 17, Canon-Mac at 23. Peters starting to come alive in this second set. Kyle Keen back to serve. And the ball short of getting over, so point inside out for Canon-Mac. And they are at 24, ready to take the second set, just 1 point away. They lead 24-17. Parker back to serve. Parker with the jump serve. Tassone with the ball up. Herpy sent it back to Jakovic. Weston is there. And Vogan with a kill from the outside off of Herpy's hands. 25-17. And Canon-Mac takes the second set. Join us in a few minutes as we start the third. We are getting ready to start the third match. Canon-Mac will be out to serve first, and Katie Weston will be back out to serve for them. Tassone making the switch to libero on Peters Township side, and we're getting ready to start. So Canon-Mac has a 2-0 lead. Weston with the jump serve up. Herpy with the pass, and it'll be a service ace from Katie Weston. And that'll be a point for the Big Macs. 1-0. They lead in this third set. Katie Weston again. Herpy touches the ball off of her arms, and that'll be another service ace. Point for Katie Weston. 2-0 they lead. Cross court again towards Herpy. She takes another pass. Point for Katie Weston. 3-0. Service long, so that'll be a point inside out for Peters Township. Ploskina will be back to serve. 1-3, Peters trails in the third set. Ploskina with the jump serve. Vogan with the pass up, and she's going to attack the ball with a roll shot. Tassone takes it up. Back to Herpy. Ball goes off the blocker's hands deep in the court, and Peters can't recover. It's 4-1. And a side out for Canon-Mac. Lauren Reed will be back to serve. Jump serve by Reed. Pass up by Tassone. Tight ball to the net. Sets to the outside. Vogan with the attack. Ploskina with the ball up. Tassone passes it back to Ploskina, and she attacks from the back row. Tip ball over the net, and Tassone is right there to get it. Back to Herpy. She'll have an attack down the line. Weston's there. Lauren Reed sends it out to Vogan. Ploskina with the pass up. Tassone sending it to Ploskina again for a back row attack. Reed sends it to the right side to Galligan, and Ploskina's right there. Tassone with the ball up. Ploskina sending it to Herpy, and she rolls it to the middle back, but Weston's there. Reed to the outside. Galligan with the set, and Vogan hits it down the line for a kill, and that'll be a point for Canon-Mac. So really good rally back and forth by both Canon-Mac and Peters on that one. Great defensive plays. Ploskina, great attacks from the back row as well. Canon-Mac just comes up with the victory on that jousting. Valentic with the pass up. Tassone's going to send it out to Herpy, and she'll have a down ball. Weston's there. Reed sends it out to Vogan. And a block by Lauren Valentic. Point inside out for Peters. Lauren Loppe in to serve. 2-5. Peters trails by 3 in the third set. Loppe with the jump serve up. Weston with the pass up. Lauren Reed sends it out. Galligan with the attack, and Luppy gets a hand on the ball, but it continues to go out of bounds. Point for Canon-Mac. Jenna Vogan back to serve. Kalkeen with it. Aaron Herpy's trying to help out, but it'll be a service ace for Jenna Vogan. Point for Canon-Mac. Substitution in for Canon-Mac. Coming in will be Bella McFarland, and she is an outside hitter, and she will replace Sam Parker. Vogan with a jump serve. Pass up by Keene. Pluskeen is going to send it to Aaron Herpy. She goes off the blocker's hands, and she gets a kill from the right side. Aaron Herpy with the kill. Valentic drops back to serve. Two balls rolled into the court, so Valentic's going to send one back over to the scorer's table. Peters trails 3-7 in the third set. Valentic with a jump serve. Weston with the pass up. Reed sends it to the middle, and Galligan is the attacker. But Jakovic and Herpy there for the block. Great job by Jocelyn. Jakovic really reading the play. 4-7. Peters trails by 3. Valentic with a jump serve. And a great pass up, or actually a service ace for Lauren Valentic off of Bella McFarland down the line. So Peters at 5 and Canon-Mac at 7. Jump serve by Valentic, again going down towards Weston and McFarland. Outside attack, and it's a free ball out of bounds. Galligan pushes that ball out of bounds. Past the server's position area is 6-7, and Valentic still serving. Ball hits the top of the tape and drops down on Peters' side, so it'll be a point inside out for Canon-Mac. 8-6, they will lead. An end to serve for them. Morgan Samolka, number 1. Pass up by Kyle Keene, tight ball to the net. Amanda hits it down for a kill, and it's a point for the Big Macs. So one thing that we've seen throughout this match is there's a lot of tight balls to the net, and if Peters gives that to Canon-Mac, they capitalize on that right away. Luppy with the pass up. Jakovic with a hard attack. She sends the ball a little bit long. Point for Canon-Mac, but a great play by Peters Township. That was a perfect ball to the net, and a good choice by Emmy Ploskina to set the middle attacker, Jocelyn Jakovic. She only had one blocker on her at the time, so let's see if she goes again. She's going to go back towards Herpy. That ball doesn't get over the net. It'll be a point for Canon-Mac. So 11-6. Canon-Mac leads. Tight ball to the net. Well, service into the net, so it'll be a point inside out for Peters Township. Aaron Herpy will be back to serve. Bella Taylor's back in. And I just want to point out one of their outside hitters for Peters Township, Abby Willett, is not playing this week. She's actually out of town, so Peters adjusting their lineup a little bit for that. So on that play, Jakovic with a tight ball in the net. She blocks it down to the left. That results in a point for Peters Township. 8-11. Peters trails by 3. Herpy back to serve. So great serve by Herpy to McFarland, and a free ball coming over from Galligan. Luppy sends that ball up. Herpy's going to go on the middle attack again towards Jakovic. Right side attack by Galligan. She hits it long over the blocker's hands. Outside to Kyle Keene. She's going to drop it right to the middle of the court. Great shot by Kyle Keene. Really reading the defense of Canon-Mac and putting that ball in the middle. 9-11. Peters trails by 2. Herpy to serve. And a service ace called for Aaron Herpy. She catches that right, or the left sideline for Canon-Mac. Point for Peters, 10-11. Peters only down by 1. She goes after McFarland on that line shot. Galligan sends a free ball over to Sohn with the ball up. Herpy going towards Jakovic, and she gets a kill. Jocelyn Jakovic right down the middle, right over the hands of Vicky Manda, the middle blocker. And a substitution coming back in for Canon-Mac. Sam Parker coming back in. Play that left back position. Herpy still in to serve, and we're tied up at 11. Service there by Herpy, and there'll be a point inside out for Canon-Mac. 12-11, they now have a 1-point lead. Galligan back to serve. Herpy brought him back to a tied position. Pass up by Tassone. Set the ball out to Jakovic, as we said in that play before, sending the middle attacker to attack that first ball from the outside, and Jakovic uses the hands of the blocker. Gets a point for Peters Township. Kyle Keene now back to serve. We're tied at 12. Keene with the jump serve. Weston with the pass up. Galligan tries to set the middle, and Mana can't put the ball over. Point for Peters Township. Kyle Keene with the serve. 13-12. Peters leads. Keene with the jump serve. Weston with the pass. Galligan sends it back to Parker. She goes off of the blocker's hands, but Keene's right there. Out to Pearson, and she saves the ball. Galligan to Parker again. Keene with a great pass up. Tassone there to recover. Pearson sends a roll shot over. Weston with the pass up. Galligan to the outside. Parker's going to tip the ball right over. And Herpy and Pearson go after it, but it's a great shot by Sam Parker right over the blocker's hands. Peter can't recover on that one. We're tied at 13. Parker back to serve. Pass up by Tassone. Herpy to Jakovic, right over the hands of Manda. And a block by Jakovic. Out to the outside. And, oh, that ball's called in. Blocked off of Bella Taylor's hands. They had a great block on Jenna Vogan on the outside. Point for Peters Township and a side out. Peters in the lead, 14-13. We're going back and forth in this third set. Tassone in to serve. Weston with the pass up. Galligan sending it out to Vogan. And that ball's hit long and out of bounds. Point for Peters Township. 15-13, they lead. Tassone with the serve. Parker with the pass up. Galligan saves it. Amanda puts it right over the blocker's hands of Lauren Valentix. So it'll be a point inside out for Canon-Mac, but Peter's still in the lead by 1, 15-14. Weston's back to serve. Weston with the jump serve. Pass up by Pearson. Herpy recovers and gets it to Valentix. That's about the first time they've connected on the evening. Lauren Valentix with the kill straight down. We've got to connect more with Lauren throughout this match. Ploskina will be in to set. Same thing. Setters got to connect with the middle attackers. They've been successful with that so far this evening. Ploskina with the serve. Set outside to Vogan. She's going to tip into Herpy's hands and uses her hands to push the ball out of bounds. So it'll be a point for Canon-Mac. Peter's still in the lead. 16-15, Lauren Reed in to serve. Reed with the jump serve. Tassone with pass up. Ploskina's going to send back to Pearson. She sends it deep in the court. Reed's going to send it outside to Vogan. Off the hands. Kyle King gets a hand on the ball, but Peter's not able to get the ball up. 16-16, all tied up in the third. Reed is back to serve. Jump serve by her. Pearson takes the ball, but it continues off of her arms out of bounds, so it'll be a point for Canon-Mac. Service ace for Lauren Reed. Adjustment to serve receive, dropping Herpy back to serve with Kyle Keene and Madison Tassone. Lauren Reed with the jump serve. Tassone passes the ball up. Ploskina sends it out to Herpy, and Herpy's going to down ball it right off of the middle blocker's hands. And a tip over by the middle attacker. Ploskina's going to send it back to Herpy. She goes off the hands, but Canon-Mac able to recover. Tassone there to help out. Valentix straight into Galligan's hands for a point for Canon-Mac, 18-16. So double blocker on Lauren Valentic. And again, Canon-Mac doing a good job putting 2 to 3 blockers on Lauren Valentic this evening. Pass up by Keene. Plaskina saves the ball and Valentic attacks. Roll shot. Pearson with the ball up. Tight ball to the net. Pearson again saving the ball. Reed sends it outside. And a deep attack by Jenna Vogan. And the ball comes back over to Peters Township. Lauren Luppy will come in to serve 17-18. Peters trails by 1 in the third set. And we're going back and forth. Great rallies on the play. As we've seen, 2 to 3 middle blockers, or 2 to 3 blockers on Lauren Valentic this evening. Outside of Galligan, Valentic gets the ball up. Plaskina saves it. Herpy will send a down ball over to Lauren Reed. Weston helps out. Galligan on the right side pushes that ball with a tip. And she gets a kill on the play. 19-17. Canon-Mac leads by 2, and Vogan is back to serve. Vogan with a jump serve. Tasson with the ball up. Plaskina runs it down, sends it out to Kyle Keene. She gets it off the blocker's hands, and we're able to recover on Peter's side. And a great cross-court shot. Woo! Lauren Valentic puts that ball straight down. So we saw some jousting back and forth. Tight ball to the net, and Lauren Valentic just takes charge and puts that ball away. Peters trails by 1, 18-19. Valentic in to serve. That ball served long, 20-18. And the ball goes back to Canon-Mac's side to serve. Megan Shelley will serve. And the ball is into the net, so point inside out for Peters. Erin Herpy back to serve, 19-20. Peters down by 1 in the third set. Herpy with the ball up. Set to the outside to Parker. Parker sends it deep into the middle back part of Peters Township's court. 21-19. Canon-Mac in the lead by 2. Galligan back to serve. Tight ball to the net. And Herpy can't get a hand on it, so it'll be a point for Canon-Mac, and they lead 22-19. So again, we've seen Galligan with that serve that hits the top of the tape and rolls to the other side. That one hits the net, so it'll be a side out for Peters. They've got to take advantage of it right now. Kyle Keene dropping back to serve. Pearson back in the front row. Keene with the serve. Weston with the pass up. Galligan sets it back to Parker. And off the hands of Jakovic onto the side of Peters Township, and that'll be a point for the Big Macs. So Parker will drop back to serve, 23-20. Canon-Mac leads in the third set. Jump serve by Parker, pass up by Tassone. Herpy gets it to Jakovic for a back set, but Jakovic can't connect with it a little bit far from the net, and it'll be a point for Canon-Mac. And we are at set and match point, 24-20. Canon-Mac leads. Pass up by Pearson, help out by Jakovic. Tassone's going to send the free ball over. Weston there to help out. Setter dumped, but Peters is there. Bella Taylor helps out and sent it back over. Block up by Jakovic, sent it back over to Canon-Mac. Vogan with the hit, but Herpy there to pass it. Pass up to Bella Taylor. She goes off the hands. Weston with the pass. Amanda with the attack. Deep in the middle of the court for Peters Township. And Canon-Mac wins 25-20. Mac wins it and takes the set 3-0. Thanks for joining us this evening, and join us again as Peters will take on Baldwin this Thursday.